Yeah.
Fuck it.
100-game mark in Major League Baseball.
100-game mark. 62 to go.
It's only 6 days till the trade deadline. We got some action.
We do have some action. You know what? Well, Dodgers got back Kiki Hernandez. Got him back. Don't even know why we let him go. That's what I say. Why do we even let him go?
Who knows?
You know what we got, though? We have some very interesting... Listen, this whole week has been great in baseball. For me, it was great in baseball just because of the Dodger aspect. But let's not go there. Let's talk about the Orioles.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? And let's talk about the last place team in the division. The Yankees.
The Yankees. I love saying last place.
So, you know, but let's think about this in the aspect is how much money does the Orioles spend and how much money does the Yankees spend? Because that's like the Pirates and the Dodgers, you know what I mean? Or we could like just keep naming these teams off. It's the opposite of two. And that's the rule changes. I think a lot of it has to do with just baseball being played baseball-wise. You're just like, you just can't go up there and spend $400 billion and just hit home runs and strike everybody out anymore.
Right.
Take your time and do all the bullshit. I don't know. I'm very excited for the Orioles taking over from the Rays.
No, you're right. That's an interesting point.
The Rays struggling now. The pitcher, is it still the same guy? He's still gone? We're missing this pitcher for the Rays or this player for the...
McClanahan, he came back and was brilliant in his first matchup back.
So, hold on, Orioles, because that was a huge part of this little downfall for the Rays. So.
It's tough because, Baltimore's got the two best 8th and 9th inning guys in the league right now. Like, as far as, like, you go to all the really good teams, the setup guy and the closer.
Right, set up in the closer.
Old school.
As an old school,
like old
as
school.
It should be, old school. One guy pitches 7 innings, and then the two guys come in and go bam, bam.
And so those two guys have been lights out.
No, we'll see.
So
and now you're not gonna get them in the trade this year because the Orioles are doing good.
Yeah, well, I think everyone's buyers in the AL East.
Everybody in the AL East has got to be a buyer because
right.
if you think the Yankees are quitting.
Yeah, no chance.
And and they're just trading away. I don't know. What's that one guy? We did all this bullshit. Aaron Judge. He's like, we don't need him. Fucking let's trade him.
Volpe or whatever.
Yeah, right. Well, let's just trade that pitcher guy that's been killing everybody. No, I would assume the Yankees are going to make a run on this still.
Oh, yeah.
I would assume that if the Yankees probably make for a trade, they probably trade.
Above 500, they feel good. Everyone feels good in the AL East, right?
The Yankees are just a few games behind the Dodgers, who are leading the NL West.
Right.
So
probably the favorites to win the NL right now.
Probably the favorites to win the NL, and the Yankees have the same record almost as
right.
So
that's crazy division.
Go Orioles! Don't take your foot off the gas.
No, expect a deal. They're gonna pick.
I hope they make somebody. Yeah, I hope they do.
They will.
If they've got pitching, then batting maybe. The Dodgers I felt needed pitching, and instead we go pick up the old utility infielder, Kiki Hernandez. You know what I mean? I'm like what the hell?
So much more pitching out there.
I know there is, and we still have. So we had 6 days. What do we got left? How much is left?
5-6 days, depending on what time we post this.
Okay, let's try to get this show done so it's 6.
Yeah.
All right then. Central Twins have now got ahead of the Guardians and kind of been on a roll here and kind of moving forward here.
They're one of the hot teams.
Yeah, they're one of the hot ones. Yeah, right. Fire. So,
I can't really explain it. Carlos Correa keeps getting game-winning hits, which, Giants fans don't like to hear that.
Carlos Correa is clutch, as some might say.
Yeah, he's been clutch for a while.
Nice.
The rest of the team, it's a solid squad. The starting pitching has been solid.
Well, it's all about pitching.
The Indians are trying to catch him with the Naylor brothers. Bo and Josh have been bashing home runs left and right for the older and younger brother there.
Nice.
So that's super fun.
That's very cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
They do have pitchers that could be traded. White Sox have got some arms. Lance Lynn, Dylan Cease.
Yeah,
do they go anywhere? We'll find out.
This is only a 2-team battle now because it's only between the Guardians and the Twins. Everybody else is done.
Yeah,
so that's a division with the rest of the
right, and the rest of the division doesn't have much talent to trade. So
okay, there you go. It happens again. We get to a division, and I feel truly in the NL that there's only one team, and you can just trade the rest of the teams away. Right. So and we'll get there. But Rangers, Astros. Here we go again.
No, but now we're talking trading. OHTANI. We have to just start.
No, I don't want to talk about OHTANI because I told you last week. We said it. I don't want him now.
He's not
I don't want him now. I want him to pick I don't want to be the 2-month Cinderella.
Did you see him hit the home run against the Yankees?
Yes.
And then do the quadruple black bat flip? That was amazing. I think that was his signal that he's staying with the Angels. I think it's a done deal. He won't be traded.
No, I don't want to. I want him to. Oh, do you think he's going to just stay?
Yeah, he's going to stay with the Angels.
He's going to just sign the $500 billion deal with the team that even when they have the 2 best players in baseball, are still the third best team in fucking baseball.
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me. I
mean,
like, if you listen, you're gonna get paid wherever you go. Shouldn't you go somewhere where you get World Series,
you would think,
trophies and the acclamations that you deserve for actually being the greatest baseball player in the history of baseball? He's like the Babe Ruth of our genre, of our time, or of this time.
So far,
not our time. We got Ken Griffey Jr. We have
so far
our
he's
time.
Sterling Sharp. Like we haven't seen it yet.
You know, Sterling's up for the Hall of Fame.
See.
Sterling's up for the Hall of Fame.
If you paid $800 million for a player and he ended up kind of like not that good in the next 3 years.
So Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah,
you paid $100 billion for one guy for 10 years.
All right, but I think he stays obviously in LA for at least
this year. Okay, nobody trades him.
No,
I think they shouldn't trade him. I think they should run this.
Him hitting the homer to beat the Yankees, man. That was it.
Man, that's packing the stadium for 2 more months.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not going to the playoffs, but it's packing the stadium for 2 more months because once they lost Trout, and
Asian chili dogs, baby.
Chew, man, I'm in too. I'm in for the Rangers staying ahead of the Astros somehow too, because I feel
like that's going to be a race.
Yeah, I like that, and because I just dislike the Astros, and there's so many good teams in the East that the wild card might not fall to the Astros.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. Yeah, I'm interested. You know, there's some good races there, son. I'd just prefer to not have to deal with the Astros and in the playoff World Series setting. Somehow they cheat or whatever they do, they're really good at it. Over the last 5 or 6 years, they're like the Cardinals of like 10 years ago. We're like, damn, they're in.
Kind of just like always. I'd be surprised if the Astros didn't do something. They have 2 ridiculous pitchers. If they don't, maybe they steal Verlander from the Mets or something.
And bring him. Wasn't he already on the Astros?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So here we go. Let's go to the East then. Because there's only one team in the East, and that's the Braves. And if you can tell me there's another team in that division, because second place is 11.5 behind the Braves, and I don't see the Braves taking their foot off the gas. I just don't see it. And they fucking destroyed
I started looking at the stats, and then I couldn't stop writing down names.
Yeah, right? Because they were fucking leading and all these fucking
Strider. It's just, it's unbelievable how many names. Like Olsen leads in RBIs. Acuna is the MVP. Albies is 3rd in RBIs. Strider leads in strikeouts. Riley is the worst player on their team, and he just hit 7 home runs last week or something like that.
And as much as I love the Dodgers, at the pace the Braves are playing this year, and the way they're playing, I would not expect the Dodgers to beat the Braves in the playoffs.
They just picked up a couple random weird arms, which I'm assuming is just for Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts.
Nice.
So you know.
Hey man, Freddie Freeman's on a tear, bro.
Oh man.
I think it's I don't know how many home runs in the last few games, but it's at least 3 or 4 in the last 4 games or 3 games.
Yeah.
He had 2 and 1 here.
Max Muncy just showed back up, and he's just
Max has just showed back up, and Max hits the ball well. You know what I mean? It's damn. So, we had 18 hits against the Blue Jays.
No.
For the Rangers or the Blue Jays, one of the two. I was just 18 hits, 16 runs. It was wow, that's a lot of hits, man.
Yeah,
baseball game.
Summertime's doing well for your older baseball rappers.
Right, because you Freeman.
They're all feeling loose right now.
Yeah, right. Freeman, Freddie, even Betts, and then who's the other guy that we brought over from Jason Hayward? Isn't?
Yeah, he had a couple nice games.
Yeah, but once it gets warmer, Big J, he starts to warm up.
He could never.
He come in and in the playoffs, man. He might come in and do some designated hitting. He might have
some Ozzie Smith stuff.
Some Ozzies, some shit that just helps us. Central, another division that's close with the 2-team race. Both Central divisions.
Milwaukee's hot.
Milwaukee's hot. The Brewers going.
Yeah, they are hot. I mean, honestly, Christian Yelich is back to MVP form. I mean, I wrote this down before even tonight, and he just bashed a 3-run walk-off home run to beat the Reds. So that's a couple in a row against the Reds. They're expanding their lead. Yeah, Corbin Burns back to Cy Young level. Like, they've got those two guys, and they're carrying the rest of the squad.
Yeah, I have all my hope. As much as you say Brewers, I still have all my hope.
Oh man,
On the Reds, man. So I don't want to talk about the Brewers. I don't want to say, Christian Yelich, he's back to MVP form. That pisses me off because I like the kid from the Reds, and I could care less about the kid from the Brewers. Sure. We already went through him and all his things, and he did that thing with Aaron Rodgers, and there was some scandalous shit there, and I just lost my taste for him.
Well, I've never liked the Brewers anyway, except their mascot's fun.
Brewers mascot's good. He's he's up there with the Phillies and some of the other mascots.
Bernie's the man.
Yeah, I don't mind the mascot. The rest of the teams can. Yeah. The rest of the Brewers. I'm not a big fan of the Brewers.
All right, so the rest of the Central. I mean, I think you got
it's trade value.
Right, the Cardinals. They've got some assets.
They do.
I think that's huge.
I've heard some assets may be on the move.
Well, you guys won Arenado.
Yeah.
Dodgers won Arenado bad, and I bet if the Giants could trade Alex Wood for Montgomery, they would do that in a heartbeat.
And is the Cardinals? I mean, are the Cardinals rebuilding? What are the Cardinals doing?
No, they're just.
They don't really have to, but they have to have youth on that franchise. I mean, that's a farming system. They're the Cardinals.
Yeah.
They didn't spend the last 60 years being a dominant team in baseball without having a good system. So,
right.
I just
they'll be back soon. I don't think they're there yet. They haven't had those really shitty years yet. I mean, last year they were still good. So.
I'll take some of their players, that's for sure. This year.
No, exactly. They need to build the farm system. You'll take Arenado. We'll take some of their pitching.
Sure. Yeah, we just got ourselves back into first place. So let's talk about that. Let's get to the West then. Dodgers back in first place by 4. Came back tonight, won again, 9-8 on.
Beat the Blue Jays.
Yeah, beat the Blue Jays 9-8. So that was a big win. I know, and we don't want to beat the Blue Jays, but we do. I hate when I don't want to beat the Rangers because I'd rather they beat the Astros, but we did. So we had a good week.
No, you guys were on fire.
Yeah, we had a really good. Well, we were in third 2.5 like 3 weeks ago, and now we're in first 4 up. So,
yeah, well, the two coldest teams in baseball,
the Diamondbacks and the Giants, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about
are the Giants and the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, pretty much actually. They have been actually.
And honestly, I mean, it's been pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Alex Wood has been terrible. I mean, Alex Cobb's been our only good pitcher. Even our stud, our all-star, has been terrible.
How about your youth? Is your youth still?
The youth is cracking under pressure, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the defense is still good. Like I like to say, the catcher, Patrick Bailey, his defense is unbelievable. He's going to be around for a long time, no matter if he hits 230 or 330. But
so is he your next Buster Posey?
We'll see if he can. He's not going to be able to hit like Buster.
Buster was
not in the long term.
Good batter.
He's more going to be like a Pudge Rodriguez without the hitting.
Dude, I'll take Pudge Rodriguez without the hitting.
Right. So what's that? Like the worst Molina, kind of.
Yeah, that's fine.
Something like that.
Hey man, Benji Molina was.
Yeah, he's a switch hitter too. So.
Yeah. Oh.
We love our.
So there's youth that you're comfortable with. You're still in it. You're only 4 out. The West is there's a 3-game race there.
It's going to be fun. Yeah, these kids are going to have to step up.
Unless the Diamondbacks just.
We're going to have to we need Crawford back. We need to pick up another veteran bat. For sure. And
there's veteran bats to be had. The Dodgers were looking at 3 or 4. I think they just had their eyes set on Hernandez because of the he can go anywhere in this little spot.
Right, familiarity
with the team and the other players. Yeah, I think that's why he got the spot. You know what I mean? Yeah. But we were looking at other guys, and it was for batting. You know what I mean? It wasn't for pitching yet. I keep waiting for this pitcher to show up. I really am, because other pitchers are hurt, injured, and not coming back. We're not getting the best.
I mean, Urias gave up a lot of runs today.
Yeah, he was. I thought he was back.
Turn the corner.
Ah, shit. He's not as turned as it is. Maybe not. He still got the win. I think he actually still ended up getting the win. So,
fucking baseball's weird rulings, whatever.
Speaking about getting the win, man, how about Justin Herbert?
Ooh,
He got the win today.
man, the second highest paid guy of the day.
Second highest paid guy today.
Right.
Not basketball, though, and that's a whole different deal. And
Nah.
there's a lot more players on a football team to pay than there is on a basketball team to pay. So, but as football players go, bang,
Man, he got paid.
he got paid.
Trayvon Diggs got paid down in Texas, I believe.
And Saquon Barkley, that's, I don't know.
Saquon Barkley
I don't know
is-
what Saquon did. He just signed a bigger franchise tag.
He's actually out front begging for quarters.
Yeah, right? Because I don't know what the fuck he did, but a one-year deal.
Saquon, come inside.
Where do you go after a one-year deal? Do you get another one-year deal from the Giants? Do you Michael Jordan this for the next 4 years?
It's just they can franchise him again.
I totally believe that if you are a good enough running back, and now we're talking in a game of inches, the most important person in this whole deal doesn't matter anymore, which is the running back. But I truly believe that if you can just continue to just take the franchise tag every year till you get to the max franchise tag and say, well, you guys want to franchise me one more time? No. Then, well, I've gotten 5 of them. I've made $100 million, and God, I don't need that. I'm fine. You know what I mean?
I think Giants have to do him a solid after this year and give him 3 years. Maybe
3
not
years.
at
Well, like
a crazy price.
Yeah,
But
Packers did it for Jones. Gave him 3 years, 34, whatever the hell they gave him. They just
Right.
gave him 3 years. Now you're set 3 years.
Here's
Here's your money.
that's showing confidence in you, and like people have said, like if you stay with the Giants the whole time, and Saquon's a smart guy, he
Yeah.
can build that New York connections, and he can
Dude.
be in a very good place when he retires.
Could be
Whether
a
it's 3 years, or,
fabulous place when he retires.
you know what I mean. So he's in a good place to do that. So maybe he did the right thing. I think the Giants have to do the right thing right after this.
So now you're relying on an organization to do the right thing.
That's what we're hoping. that one I rely on. There's some organizations I wouldn't.
Okay, that's fine. No, D Hop's still looking for a team, right?
Now he's
No, he's a tight. Oh,
Yeah.
signed with the Titans.
But yeah, that was a mishap from last week. We did not mention that he went to the Titans.
He went to the Titans. So D Hop is a Titan now.
Yeah, we missed the tweet.
Saquon has signed.
That's
Justin Herbert's not going anywhere.
right. Josh Jacobs isn't going to hold out for a while, I think.
I think he should, because he was the best running back in football. But at the same time, I still live on this new thing I'm thinking is that you should just continually sign the franchise tags, put up about 1,200 yards each year. Don't push it. Don't give him 15. Don't give him 17 anymore. Get about 12, 13.
What about if we just give every starting running back $10 million? Just say, like, that's what you get.
That's what you get. Nah, because then the kid out of Atlanta, let's do it. The NFC South, ladies and gentlemen, the FB and Goob show presents the NFC South.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly,
Football.
if we're gonna go into who's probably gonna deserve money and in running backs, we probably should go to the NFC South.
Sure.
Because the kid in the NFC South probably gonna demand a lot of fucking money here very soon.
This is true.
And he's probably gonna hold out. And as Le'Veon Bell decides to tell everybody now, don't fucking do that. Because that's a bad idea.
I don't do it.
Because I was you, and then I said fuck you, and then I ended up on the Jets and sucked forever.
Right.
We love fantasy football.
I think he shrimps now.
Jeff Ammerman, if you're out there, remember Le'Veon Bell?
Shrimper.
I know you do. So let's go. Where do you want to start? You want to start at the bottom or the top? Of what we feel is going to be the bottom or the top. This is the FB and Goob's version of what we feel is top or bottom. You want to start at the top or you want to start at the bottom?
No, let's start with Tampa Bay. And how
You want to start with Tampa
and
Bay.
how
So we're
bad
going to
was
start at the bottom.
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's start with Tampa Bay.
All right.
No more Brady.
Oh, man. Thank God.
Aging receivers.
Ooh, yes.
Aging offensive line. Aging defense linebackers. Cornerbacks. If I say aging one more time. Wait a minute, though. There is a bright
Ooh,
spot.
they're linebackers. No, wait, they're aging too.
There is Baker Mayfield.
Ooh, that is a bright spot for us.
It is a bright spot.
Baker
for us.
Mayfield has a starting
We
job.
enjoy talking
so
about him
far.
on the FB and Goop show.
Yeah. He's a curse to most teams.
He is a curse to most teams.
I don't see if there's any way that they finish higher than
Last.
last. Yeah.
What's higher than last?
No, third would be higher than last.
Third.
That was a trick question. You
It
almost
was.
got me on that one.
And they're not going to get there. So
No, I mean, there's some fun things to talk about with Tampa Bay. I mean, their D line, if Vita Vea returns healthy, and Kalaya Cansey, which, you know, University of Pittsburgh, Aaron Donald,
The Aaron Donald clone, the rebirth of Aaron Donald.
So we'll see. I mean,